Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of From the Shelf, where we are talking about DC.
That's about damn time. What took us so long?
I don't know because the DCEU is terrible.
Unfortunately, most of it is, yes.
Like, I need to get that rant out of the way for a second before we even talk about this movie. What is with Snyderverse fans? I don't get you people.
I mean, Snyder's style is good. It's just a lot of those movies are a little bloated.
I'm not talking about Zack Snyder, the director. I'm talking about the Snyderverse.
No, I know. But his three movies are visually great. And they have their issues, but they're not the worst of the DCEU.
I don't know. Batman vs Superman is pretty bad.
It's okay.
And the original cut of Justice League is...
Yeah, I'm guessing you haven't watched the Snyder Cut yet?
No.
It's the same story, but better. But
I wasn't
so
planning
long.
on watching it, if I'm honest.
It's I'm gonna make you watch it eventually. So long.
Fuck you.
It's 4 hours.
Yeah, I got better things to do with my life. Anyway, but Batman Begins. So I remember when this movie was coming out. I of course knew about Batman growing up. I'm not an ignorant child.
Yes, we would have both grown up on the animated series.
I was about to say I started with the animated series. I did see the movies growing up. But then Batman and Robin happened. I don't think I need to say anything else about that.
That one that George Clooney apologized for?
So when they announced they were making a new one, I'll be honest, I was very skeptical. Mainly because I hadn't been a huge fan of any Batman movie up to that point. I know people love the original, but I don't think it's aged very well.
That's part of why I didn't start with those.
Batman Returns is fucking strange.
Well, Tim Burton, man.
Batman Forever is where the bat nipples and all that started, and then Batman and Robin is just an abysmal failure. So...
Okay, I guess we don't need to talk about those then.
I'd prefer if we didn't.
As a kid, I found them very fun. I had the toys and whatnot.
Well, I'm glad you were a simple-minded fuck.
Thank you.
That was mean. I apologize.
They were going to make a Batman 5, but obviously, it fell through.
I think it was supposed to be called Batman Triumphant or something like that.
I just know there was supposed to be a fifth one in that.
And I think it was supposed to have Scarecrow in it, but that didn't happen. So Christopher Nolan ended up taking up the mantle and doing Batman Begins, which is basically a realistic take on what Batman would be.
To an extent, yes. There's one thing in this movie that is just unforgivably unrealistic, but you gotta overlook it.
Yeah. So this movie tells the origin story of Batman, hence the title Batman Begins. And this is the first movie that I can think of where the focus really is on Batman.
Yeah, it's I mean halfway through, I don't even think he hasn't even made the suit at the halfway point.
I think he becomes Batman fully around the halfway point.
Yeah, it's right about there where that suit building montage is happening.
But like, if you go back to the first movie, you could call that movie Joker, realistically. In Batman Returns, Bruce Wayne doesn't even show up till I think half an hour into the movie.
Really? Man, I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched all the way through Batman Returns. I've seen all of it. I don't know if I've seen all of it at once.
Dude,
it was always on TV.
It is a strange movie. Well, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about Batman Begins.
Well, we've talked about it a lot.
Anyway, but this actually tells the origin of Batman, and it's one of the best, if not the best, Batman origin story ever seen in a movie, I think.
None of the other movies really have the origin part.
I mean, you get flashes of it in the Tim Burton one, but that made the Joker the parents' killer, and it was strange.
You get references to it, but none of them do the setup like from Bruce to Batman like this one does.
I legitimately did like the portrayal of Thomas Wayne in this movie. I thought the character of him was very well done.
Yeah, he doesn't have a big part, but he's important to Bruce, definitely.
I like him a lot more in this than, say, the Joker movie, where he's a fucking douchebag.
God. Yeah, it's been done a couple of times. Actually, I don't want to spoil it because it's a good Batman story, but there is one where he's a douche. But
anywho, so they actually did something we criticized Mortal Kombat for. Was they actually did make up a character for the movie. Rachel Dawes.
Rachel? Yep.
I kind of get why, though. Well, she's not the main character for one. Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But they also didn't want to introduce like Selena Kyle right away, so you needed to give him like a love interest.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to do Vicky Vale like the old movie because that was weird. So let's just make somebody up. Give back Bruce Wayne a childhood friend. Okay, fine. But given that this is a more realistic take on Batman, it does make sense.
I think the idea of Rachel works well enough, but it's not usually necessary for a Batman story. I get what they were doing, though. Like, it makes sense.
Again, you're trying to make a more realistic take on him, so... I did like the part during his flashback where he was contemplating killing the guy who shot his parents.
He wasn't just contemplating.
He was gonna do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if the other person, Falcone's person, didn't beat him to it, he was going to do it.
Oh, this is all being set up while he's being trained by Ducard. Was that his name?
Yes. Yes, his name was totally Ducard.
That's definitely who he is. He's not somebody else. Nope.
But, no, he is literally the entire inspiration for Bruce becoming Batman. He tells him to become more than a man.
Dude, I'm usually not like super into like the League of Shadows and shit, but they do it very well, tying Batman into like ninjas.
Again, it's the entire persona is fully from them.
Ninja Batman.
I didn't watch that.
I mean, he basically is Ninja Batman in this movie.
I know, but there's one. There's Batman. Isn't it called Batman Ninja?
Batman Ninja.
Yeah, I never watched that one.
But you could see as this is going on, like Bruce Wayne, while he was, getting ready to kill that guy, Rachel smacks him, makes him feel shamed about it. He realizes, I can't be like this. I can be better than this, and he doesn't want to kill people.
Yeah,
he will beat the shit out of you. He will break every bone in your body. But hey, you're not dead.
That's Batman for you.
Like, oh yeah, I'll shatter your skull. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. I'll make you a potato. But you're not dead. You're not dead.
It's one of the most hilarious things. I think we've talked about this. The MCU, most of the characters, like they don't even shrug about killing somebody. Like it's just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that is a thing with Batman in this.
I also really like Alfred in this movie. Alfred was the heart.
No, Michael Caine's Alfred is fantastic.
He's the best Alfred we ever had on screen, I think. I mean, I thought Jeremy Irons did a good enough job, and Andy Serkis wasn't bad.
Yeah, but they're too, I don't know, gruff, I guess. Whereas Michael Caine has like a middle ground where he could be the badass if he needs to be, but he's also soft enough that it's like, okay, I can see why Bruce turned out okay, aside from wanting to kill that guy.
Haven't given up on me yet, huh?
Never.
And I think Christian Bale, to me, and I know some people will argue with me about this, and that's fine, but I still think Christian Bale is the best on-screen Batman we've ever had.
He doesn't really exude like the Bruce Wayne that I'm familiar with, but he works as this universe's Bruce Wayne just fine.
My overall favorite's always going to be Kevin Conroy, R.I.P., but
yeah,
for on-screen portrayals, I'm still going to say Christian Bale, I think, is my favorite. Because
I get it.
Michael Keaton, you were okay. Val Kilmer, just no. No. He had the body build for it, like he was big enough for it, but George Clooney. Anyway. And then Ben Affleck, I still don't buy it.
I have my opinions, but I don't really care to go into them.
Fair enough. Scarecrow is also in this movie.
Yep. Well, his mask is.
I mean, he calls himself Scarecrow.
Yeah, I know. It's just he never does he doesn't go full Scarecrow. It's just the mask.
He's in every single one of these movies.
Yes, he is. I think he's the only villain character that is, right?
Yes, he is. I think the Joker was meant to be a recurring character, but we'll get to that next time we talk about a Dark Knight movie.
Yeah, although I am kind of glad he wasn't. I feel like it might have diminished him, because the thing is, yeah, when you see Scarecrow come back, it diminishes his threat level. I feel like the same thing might have happened with Joker.
He was the first person to make Batman struggle in this universe, because after he becomes Batman, he takes out Carmine Falcone like that instantly. And then Scarecrow's like, "Hey, fear toxin, fuck you."
Yeah.
What else? There's more. I really like Commissioner Gordon in this movie, or
Yeah,
Gordon.
I always love Gary Oldman, and yeah,
Which
I
is
think
funny because he usually plays villains.
he often does because he's very good at it, and I think he enjoys it. But no, his Jim Gordon's great too.
Again, best Jim Gordon. Sorry, J.K. Simmons.
I knew you were gonna go there.
I can't see J.K. Simmons as anything other than J. Jordan Jameson. I can't do it.
And I knew you were gonna go there too.
Or Omni-Man now.
So predictable.
Fuck you.
Quit being predictable. Have a different brain than me for once.
I don't wanna. No, I don't. I also like the Batman suit in this movie. I think it's neat.
Yep. And I like what they do with it in the second one too, but we'll get there eventually.
I also really like Lucius Fox. I think Lucius Fox is a great character in this.
I was gonna say that too. Is Morgan Freeman? You always gotta love Morgan Freeman, and I think he works extremely well for Lucius.
I want a pillow made out of his voice.
What? Fair. Oh, I gotta ask this because I can never make sense of this. So there's that point where Bruce switches coats with that homeless dude. Why?
He was the vibe I got watching it is that he traded coats with the homeless guy because his coat would be very recognizable to Bruce Wayne. So if he gave it to somebody else, he'd be easier to hide. All right,
they were both similarly shaped brown coats, but
listen.
That it does not make sense. There's no way to make that make any level of sense.
Listen, he wasn't Batman. He wasn't a detective yet. Okay.
So he was stupid.
Yes.
Moving on. That part always gets me. I'm just like that was pointless.
Does Lucius know he's Batman?
Oh, for 100%. Yeah.
Because he never says he does, but
no, but he knows.
He just kind of accepts what Bruce Wayne is doing. And I love how Alfred's the one who gives him the idea. Yeah, be an over-eccentric playboy so no one catches on that you're Batman.
Yep.
Which I was like, you know what? Sure.
It works, and it does work.
I love the part where he buys the hotel and just starts having people swim in that little pool area.
Yeah, that's the exact kind of thing that throws everyone off of him being Batman.
I mean, yeah. I also like how they got the Bat Cave going in this movie, because again, it's a realistic take. There's just a cave underground.
Yep.
It was neat.
And then there's that. It's sort of a montage, but not really. It's just that you see the piece by piece creation of the first bat suit.
Oh, something I also liked about this movie. It's a dark movie. Like, the tone is dark, but it's not devoid of humor either. Not like the DCEU. Yeah,
but none of the humor is forced. It all feels very like if you were having that conversation in real life, that would happen.
Like, the part that made me chuckle the most is when they were talking about making the helmet, and Alfred's like, we got to order a bunch so it doesn't look suspicious. 10,000. Bruce is like, at least we'll have spares.
Yep, right there. It's a joke, but it's also just it's part of a natural conversation.
And you know what? None of the jokes. None of the jokes compromise the tone of the movie either.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's still very dark. Like, the situation is very, very dire. Because, oh, hey, that blue flower Bruce had to bring to the mountains to become in the League of Shadows. They turned that into a chemical compound that's now gonna...
Yeah, actually, I've never looked into that. Is Scarecrow's toxin ever tied to the League of Shadows in any way before this?
No.
I was gonna say, like, that's not a thing.
Not as far as I know, but Scarecrow isn't the main villain of this movie. Liam Neeson, who is actually Ra's al Ghul, is the main villain of this movie.
No, I love it because it's like, oh, Falcone's never mind, Scarecrow. Oh, Scarecrow's no, never mind, it's Ra's al Ghul. It's just like, okay,
Ra's al Ghul.
just keep layering it.
I mean, to be fair, Liam Neeson, he's a lot more intimidating than the other two because he's Liam fucking Neeson.
Yeah, and I've always thought this. I don't know if I'm just seeing things or if this was intentional. When Batman doses Crane with the fear toxin, and you see Batman like all freaky looking, is he supposed to look like Liam Neeson there? Because he does.
I never thought about that. Fucking probably.
I every single time I've seen that, since the very first time I saw it, I'm like, he looks like Liam Neeson. Is that on purpose?
It had to be, right?
So Crane is scared of Froz?
I would be.
I'm just, it's an interesting little detail that I feel like doesn't get talked about. But also, maybe I'm totally seeing things.
Okay, I want to go back a little bit. The kid who plays young Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
I recognize him, but I don't know where else he's been in.
Not coming up in anything. He hasn't been in much.
Oh, and that's another thing I liked about this too is, as much as anyone will tell him, yo, it's not your fault, he feels guilty about what happened to his parents, which just adds more layers to his character, which I appreciate.
Well, which also comes back into that fear aspect of, I mean, Batman, the whole persona is based on Bruce's own fear of bats, which is what he thinks got his parents killed.
Mm-hmm. So it adds layers to Batman, which we need more of. He also doesn't have the weird voice in this movie, I realized as I was watching it.
What do you mean?
Like the smoker voice. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he does.
It's not as bad in this one.
I don't know, maybe he plays it up later. I find it funny when later he's doing it with people who know who he is.
Yeah,
that's
true.
always hilarious. Oh, sorry, we didn't even talk about it. Yeah, Thomas and Martha's deaths. They were not drawn out at all. It was like super quick, visceral, realistic.
Matter of factly happened. Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, damn, that happened, and that's exactly how it was for Bruce. This is a great way to do it.
It was perfect. It was a lot better than, again, Batman vs Superman. I hate to keep doing this. Whoever Superman drew it out.
Yeah, we might talk about those eventually. I don't think we're going to do the whole DCEU, though, because it didn't end. It just stopped. It didn't end.
Yeah. Didn't have an end game thing, but regardless, so I love how Wayne Enterprise is kind of corrupt because that tech piece went missing. Dude, they were working with Ra's al Ghul. Who are we kidding? Who are you kidding?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the one other dude who was in charge is a bit of a dick. I could see that.
I think he was working with Ra's al Ghul.
But oh yeah, so you're talking about that piece of tech. There's no way to get around that illogical part. Actually, there's another thing that's illogical with that, but pretty much the whole setup with that microwave emitter and the fear toxin being put into the water supply for was it like a week or two, a while?
It was a bit. I forgot the exact time frame. It was for a little bit. Because if you would drink it, it won't hit you. If you inhale it from the in your lungs, then it'll hit you.
So nobody took a hot shower or boiled water?
Nope.
Okay, just there's one thing, but even more than that element is all right. So this vaporizes water.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about the human composition?
About that, we're not 70% water or anything.
Yeah, so you cannot get past the illogical element of all of that. But that aside, that threat is very threatening.
Yeah. I loved how in the end, after Batman beats Ra's al Ghul, are you gonna do what's necessary? I won't kill you. I don't have to save you though. Bye. Just leaves him to die.
Which is not killing him. He just didn't save him from Jim Gordon killing him.
Yeah.
No, but people have always been like, "No, Batman, you killed him because you didn't save him." No, that's not how that works.
No, he did. In the next movie, he absolutely does kill somebody. We'll talk about that when we get to the Dark Knight.
He did also kill people in this movie. It just gets glossed over. Question: if you set a building on fire and people die in that fire, did you kill them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He killed people. We just don't talk about it
indirectly, but he did it.
Just saying. People always talk about the didn't save Ra's thing, but that's not where he killed someone. It was earlier.
But no, he didn't kill Ra's. He just didn't save him.
Yep. I'm sorry. Nobody's obligated to save anybody. You should if you can, but you're not obligated.
Oh man, and I love Gotham in this universe. It feels like a real corrupt city.
Yep.
Which it should,
instead of that neon Joel Schumacher.
Or apparently is right next to Metropolis. Okay. It's a thing in the DCEU, I guess.
Oh, yeah, in the DCEU. I was like, in this? What? No.
As far as I know, Metropolis does not exist in the Dark Knight universe.
No, I don't think Superman would work in this one.
No, he wouldn't.
Superman exists in the Schumacher one, though. He's mentioned.
Yeah. Superman's also mentioned in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, but that's different. He's a comic. He's a comic in that one.
He's a comic book in a comic book movie.
Yeah.
But
right, we didn't even talk about the Tumbler. I mean, the Batmobile has always been a bit of a tank functionally.
This is straight up just a tank.
Yeah, it's a tank. And dude, when that thing's just flying over rooftops.
Yeah. He doesn't care. Batman doesn't care. He's just Batmaning.
He's He's gotta save Rachel, man.
He's aura farming for a lot of this movie too. Just saying.
It's like Batman's whole thing.
Batman is literally just an aura farmer. That's what he does.
No, I've seen polls where it's just like a list of DC characters who has the most aura. It's like, dude, you put Batman on the list. He's obviously gonna freaking win.
Yeah, you're not wrong. This is still, in my opinion, these 3 movies are the best DC comic book movies, in my opinion.
That's hard to refute.
Because even this one, I would of the 3, and I don't take this the wrong way, because I think all 3 of these movies are great. I think this is my least favorite of the Dark Knight trilogy.
I'm glad you said that, because I agree that it is. I think it's the weakest. People always say Rises, but I like Rises.
I like all 3 of them, and I'm not saying that Batman Begins is bad, because it's not.
Yeah.
I just like the other ones better.
I agree with that.
But this is a great start.
It's actually really funny. I don't know how this happened. So I know that I saw this in theaters, which, by the way, 21 years ago. Jesus.
Fuck. It still looks great, too, is the crazy part.
Yeah, it does. I know I saw this in theaters, but when I watched it the following year, which would have been my second time seeing it, I didn't remember it at all.
Huh.
It was the weirdest thing, and that's the only time I ever remember that happening, where I'm like, I know I saw this.
Did you ever play the video game?
No, I did not.
It looked okay. I mean, the graphics were good for the time. I just never played it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't play most of the video game movie tie-in thing. I skipped a lot of them.
Spider-Man?
Those are the main ones I didn't skip.
But the only Batman games I've really ever played are the Arkhams, but that's neither here nor there. Batman Begins, though, great movie.
It is.
Watch it if you haven't seen it yet. I'm a little surprised, honestly.
No, it's a great setup. It's so interesting that Christopher Nolan agreed to do this trilogy, because it's
we cannot talk about the ending sequence, which this is the first movie I can think of with a clear setup for a sequel at the end.
Yeah.
Because, he flips it. Joker card. Gee, I wonder who the main villain of the next movie is. Could you imagine a Batman trilogy without the Joker in it? That would be nuts.
That would have sucked. But as we know how things turned out with The Dark Knight.
Yeah. But yeah, great movie. I think it's the best Batman origin story we've gotten on screen.
Again, I would argue it's the only one.
Yeah, action. You're not wrong.
Because all the other ones are established by the time you are introduced to them. You get some flashbacks, but that's not origin story. They're already Batman when the movie starts.
Yeah, that's true. This is the only one where he's not Batman right away.
Yep.
But you got anything else you want to say?
We didn't mention Hans Zimmer's score, which is phenomenal.
Dude, I thought you were going to say Han Solo.
What?
Because we talked about Star Wars
last Solo. Yeah, Han Solo's score. He did a great job with the music.
Yeah, he did. He did before he got killed by his son.
Huh.
Now the score is great. It's phenomenal. The directing, the visuals of the movie, phenomenal. The acting's all good. Even Katie Holmes is good in this movie.
Even Katie Holmes. I like that you phrased it that way. Yeah, I didn't really want to address it, but I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion. I really prefer Katie Holmes to Maggie Gyllenhaal in this role.
I'll talk more about that when we talk about The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I feel like, and it's weird to me that people don't typically agree with that, but and
Liam Neeson, phenomenal as Ra's al Ghul.
He's freaking Liam Neeson. Of course he is.
Yeah, he was literally a lion god, so.
Is he ever bad?
I gotta think about that. I don't think so.
He shows up in one movie asking for tricks, and he's awesome.
It's one of my favorite bits of any movie ever. It's so stupid, but it's really funny.
I loved it. It's hilarious. Liam Neeson's great.
So, next week's pick was originally not the plan.
Oh, yeah. I know what it is already, because you literally paid me. That's how much you wanted to do it.
I've now seen this. This movie just came out like 3 days ago. And I want to get our opinions out there now. So next time we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 2. Not the game.
We wouldn't be talking about the game. What would you even say about the first few games?
They're bloody and you fight each other.
There it is. That's the whole review.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 next time. So stick around for that. But anything else you'd like to say before we wrap this one up, sir?
Nope, that's it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. And we will see you next week. Take care.